Welcome back to RGM Watches, where time is always of the essence. If you love watches and how they work, every component is a thing of beauty. The jewels, as in the 17-jewel movement, are rubies. They're used in the palette and as low-friction bearings because of their hardness. Of course, it's not the tiny jewels that determine what a watch costs. It's the details, tiny details, and the time they take to assemble. An RGM watch may take 18 months. For some of its most intricate designs, RGM uses a rose engine that dates to 1913. Only a handful like this are still operating.
It's called a rose engine because back here on the barrel, there are rosettes. See these rosettes with different shapes on them? So I'm going to create a beautiful pattern on here. As you can see, we've already started. So you can move in here. I'm going to put on my eye loop. I'm going to get in here, and I'm going to start cutting. Now I'm starting to cut.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's cutting and moving back and forth.
Right. And it's doing a beautiful geometric pattern right onto this watch plate in the same shape as the rosette it's riding on.
So it's making a wavy line.
Exactly. We're going to let you try it now.
Oh, yeah?
Now, there's hours and hours of work already put into this.
Yeah.
So if you mess up,
yeah, who cares?
it's only it.
I'm
So
out
here,
of
you use this
town in
side
10 minutes anyway.
Now what you're going to do, see that wheel there by your left hand? Start cranking, but not too fast. There you go.
Oh, look at
Now
that.
just keep turning it, and you can stop there.
Nice.
Slide it out.
Look at that.
Very good.
Look at that. I actually feel like I've accomplished
If you
something
could stay
today.
another 3 or 4 hours, you could finish it for us.
The results can be an almost infinite variety of patterns. Not surprisingly, many of the watch's basic components come from the traditional home of watches, Switzerland. But as even a Swiss watchmaker will attest, a fine timepiece is judged by its design and assembly. Alan Shade is RGM's supervising watchmaker.
And this is the barrel bridge, which covers the main barrel, holds it in place.
This is fascinating work.
It's like putting a miniature erector set together.
Oh, look at that spring. The trigger spring, is it? Is that what it's
No,
called?
we got the mainspring was in the barrel, and now the hairspring is on the balance. That's what you see going back and forth.
I was thinking of the word hair trigger.
You're not armed, are you, John?
Not today.
Helen Powell installs the hands with a device called a pusher.
And I'll push the minute hand on.
Just wait for it to click, do you? Mm-hmm.
And the hands, if you can see, are level. And this particular movement has a small second hand offset.
Oh, it's going to get a
So we're
tiny
gonna
little
change.
pusher.
Yes. Push this on. And you can see it started running right away.
Now it's time for Raphael to attach the stem and assemble the casing.
It's like being a surgeon in a lot of ways, isn't it?
It's sort of, yeah. Sort
Those
of.
are the tiny tools that you use.
To protect the front, put on the bezel, and then we put the back on.
Oh, it's a clear back so you can see the workings.
See, right. So you can see the wonderful work that had been done to it.
How many people in the world can say they're wearing a watch that they put together when you think of it?
Not too many.
Not
too many,
a
no.
lot. Not a lot. You're a very rare breed.
Only time can tell whether a watch, any watch, can stand the test of time. But when you think about it, it's the watch itself that keeps the time it's being tested on.
Raphael, Alan, Helen, thanks everybody.
Coming up on Made in America, have you ever invented something that tens of millions of people absolutely love? You haven't?